This is your video orientation to MS Codex 674 from the collection of the Kislak Center for Special Collections, Rare Books, and Manuscripts in the University of Pennsylvania Libraries. MS Codex 674 is the Hours of St. Catherine. It's partial, so the end is missing. The binding is later. The binding is a 18th or 19th century Morocco binding. And the front end leaves, as you can see here, are loose. And here's where the text begins. So we see Saint Katherina up at the top. So here began the Hours of Saint Catherine. And what this means is the hours is in reference to the canonical hours. So this is matins, lauds, compline, etc. The hours of the day when originally monastic people, so monks and nuns, would pray at various points during the day. And then in the later Middle Ages, it became popular for lay people to also do this. And the most common hours that we see are the hours of the Virgin. And this is where books of hours come from. So if you've ever heard of books of hours, that's a prayer book that would include the hours of the Virgin. But there were also sets of prayers made to be said during the canonical hours for other saints, and Saint Catherine is one of them. The manuscript was written in Germany in the early 15th century. It has some illumination, as you've probably seen of it as I've been paging through, but I said it was incomplete, and at the end it sort of cuts out here. So here is the last of the Hours of St. Catherine, and then a later hand has added some additional prayers. So the last few pages are prayers added later, not quite as beautiful with the decoration, but they made an attempt. So that's pretty neat. So if you would like to know more about MS Codex 674, you can see the record on Find, and there's a link to a digitized copy. This has been your video orientation to MS Codex 674.